Hi there, how's it going? Hand sanitizer, anybody? I've actually had this for a few years. Who would have thought it would come in useful, eventually? Still not really used it though. Right as I started recording. And there he goes into the other street, and you can still hear him. That, by the way, was the guy with the Range Rover that I mentioned in the previous video, the video before that, and the video before that. For some reason, every time I start filming, he gets in his car and drives around. Kind of weird. Okay, so what I have here is this, and what I'm going to be doing with this is overpowering it. So let's see if it turns on. It does. So previously what I did with this was I took this off it, the front of it, and then I dried it. Okay, so that's broken and removed. All right, so we've already done a water test on this. Now what I'm going to do with this is take these speakers out. I'm going to drill some holes in the back of this, wire the speakers to my amplifier, and then we're going to give it some power. I could even maybe try to make a quick beat with this, just to see how it sounds. All right, so let's take this off then. Whoops, maybe try it like this. There we go. But now I'm going to drill some holes into the back of that. And here we have the drill. Whereabouts are the terminals on the speaker? All right, so first I'll just turn this off because we don't need it on. That sounds like shit. Right, so the terminals are there on the speakers. That's there. So this could do with turning around. Right, screwdriver. Okay, so now there's 1, 2, 3 screws holding this speaker in. And now that you can count to 3, my job is done. I will see you in the next one. Alright, so the terminals are sort of facing around the same sort of direction for both the speakers now. Should make accessing them a little easier. And I'm not sure where the screws come from. Actually, it's probably just come out of one of these holes. Anyway, these screws can go back in now. Probably not the best way of keeping a speaker in place, but it does the job. Okay, so now it's time to attach the wires to the terminals. Okay, first one, and so far not so good. All right, camera's in the way.
Day 4.
All right, there we go, did it all on my lap. I've also disconnected the battery, which I don't need. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is drill a hole in the case. All right, so what I'll do is probably just drill right through my finger. I'm pretty much using the wrong drill bit. I should really use this drill bit here made for wood because this one's got a spike on the end of it. That might just help. I actually know it will help because I used it last time. All right, let's start this again. There we are. And there we are. As you can see, we have a hole going through it, which is what a drill usually does. And there we have the other hole. Now to remove all these bits of plastic, which is pretty annoying. And hopefully when I put this into the rubbish bag, Pancake does not go through it, because that's what she tends to do. The last thing you want is a cat covered in plastic running around everywhere. Then again, they are covered in fur in the first place, and that pretty much gets everywhere. But if you own a cat, then obviously you know that food tastes better with a bit of cat hair in it. Okay, so that's done. Now I can hopefully, oh great, I forgot about these bits. I'm just going to chop that off. Let's snip that around there. That was easy. And this one there. Also easy. Could do with getting a better pair of these. These came free with my house 7 years ago. 6, 7 years ago. Right, so that goes through there like that. Bit of a tight squeeze, so I'm just going to use this. All right, so that's straightforward, and that's going to go through. Rikaso. And then the same for this side. This side was a little easier because I'd aligned the wires. All right, so hopefully it still fits, and it does. Nice. Now we can power that with an amplifier. Okay, so right here, like yesterday's video, I've got FL Studio loaded up. Only this time, I'm using this speaker. Sounds like poo. That's me just going through the kicks. I think I'll use that one. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. And there we have a snare. I think we need more volume. How's about a bass line? I think I need my keyboard for that. Not sure what that was, but I'm putting that in. Now I'm doing a bunch of stuff in FL Studio as well, so if you want to see me playing around with this, then check out yesterday's video, the previous video even. I did make it yesterday because I'm basically on lockdown, so might as well, you know what I mean? Okay. Now I could add a bass line in this, but then I've got to high pass some of that kick because it's got quite a bit of power. Also, somebody just knocked on the door. They shouldn't be here. Unless it's the missus, in which case I've kind of got to let her in. Wait, she's got the keys. Unless I've left the keys in the door. Have I left the keys in the door? I don't remember. I need to stop, yeah, anyway, hang on. Okay, back again. That was somebody that went to the next house and then to the next house. Alright, so what I'll do is I'll turn that first synth off and we'll try bass with that kick. That kick has too much bass. That's a lot better. Okay, now we'll see how it affects a bass. Alright, it's starting to get smelly already. What I'm going to do is just place this here like this and then continue. Actually, what I want to do is get rid of the bass completely and just do it with the kicks. So I'm going to take the high pass off the kick, lower the volume of the snare a little bit. All right, just rearrange the kicks. Got a bit of a melody sort of going on with the kicks. And razor, just going to slice this like that. That way we can let out any smoke that might want to come out. All right, let's see how this does. Wow, I think there was a flash of light underneath here. Right, well, enjoy your lockdown or quarantine. I'll see you in the next one.